Welcome back, brothers and sisters, to our daily Bible devotional. So we're still in Luke chapter 1. Now, on our last episode, we saw how Gabriel came to Zacharias to give him good tidings and fulfill two of the prophecies which pointed to the birth of John the Baptist, meaning that he will prepare the way of the Lord, and that God would send a prophet like Elijah who would turn the hearts of the fathers to the children. So we continue our study from 20, from verse 20. And behold, thou shalt be dumb and not able to speak until the day that these things shall be performed, because thou believest not my words, which shall be fulfilled in their season. And the people waited for Zacharias and marveled that he tarried so long in the temple. And when he came out, he could not speak unto them. And they perceived that he had a vision in the temple, for he beckoned unto them and remained speechless. And it came to pass that as soon as the days of ministration were accomplished, he departed to his own house. After those days, his wife Elizabeth conceived and hid herself 5 months, saying, Thus hath the Lord dealt with me in the days wherein he looked upon me, to take away my reproach among men. So we're going to talk about that in a second, but I just wanted to mention here that, Zacharias was made dumb, as in he could not speak because he did not believe Gabriel. Similar we see in Abraham, when Sarah chuckled, when Jesus said to Abraham, you shall have a son, and Sarah chuckled, and then he asked Sarah, why did you laugh, right? So very similar thing, because Sarah and Elizabeth both were of old age. They were old people, and they are now going to conceive, so it was a bit of a shock to them. Now, why did Elizabeth say that thus God has taken away the reproach among men? Because back in those days, when someone of old age hadn't had any children, it was sort of like a cultural disgrace. So in ancient times, childlessness was not just a personal misfortune, but a social disgrace. So particularly upon women, it was often a sign of God's displeasure or a lack of blessing. So the way the people saw it back then is, because she didn't have a child, especially being a woman, it came across as that God is not pleased with you and God's blessing is not upon you, because they saw children as a blessing from God, especially being married. So when she says that God is taken away by reproach among men, it sort of is justified, because the verse emphasizes God's faithfulness, ability to work against all the odds. He works through unlikely candidates and unexpected ways to accomplish his purposes. So he brought forth John from a barren woman, that the prophecies may be fulfilled. And Zacharias and Elizabeth's prayers